Hello, welcome in. Hope everybody is enjoying our little jewelry, our rings and things train this evening. We're going to be looking at the things here on my board. Some rings. I have some new rings that I haven't even listed yet. Those are gold, so those are going to be a little bit higher expensive, but I wanted you guys to take a look at them as well. Should be getting the raid in from David with Starbright over at VGA. So we can get started. How's everybody's week going? It's only Tuesday. It feels like it should be Thursday. I'm actually off the rest of the week. I'm moving into a booth at Antique Mall tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to all that work because it's been so hot here. Just crazy how we've had our highest temperatures of 100 and more. Feels like temperatures here that we hadn't reached. Let's see. And I'm born and raised here in the Tampa Bay area here in Florida. I figure I'd be used to it, but it's like getting more. Oh, hold on. All right, we have some other people come in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for riding our train this evening. I'm going to turn around real quick and tell you guys, hi, I'm Kathy with Bella's Treasures, or Bella's Enchanted Treasures. Thank you for coming in. Let me turn around so we can look what's on the board. We got some rings. We got a few little trinkets, and we'll go start. Thanks, David, for the raid. We'll go ahead and start with that. Oh, I have things in my Buy It Now listings. Feel free to look at those, make any offers on those that you like. If there's any overages in shipping, those, of course, will be credited back to you after shipping is done. So let me go ahead and start with this little mini Yorkie. She's gorgeous. She's brass, and she has an Australian crystal for her belly. She's 1 inch by 1 inch. I see no markings on her there, but we'll go ahead and start the auction for her, and that is currently running. Anybody interested in this little Yorkie? All right, thank you for looking at her. All right, let's go to, let me move this Amy Kahn Russell to the stage. This is a beautiful bronze ring. You got your oval Amazonite gemstone there. You got your enamel paint that's there. This ring is a size 7, and it is, she's got her signature right there. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start that, and that is currently running. For this beautiful Amy Kahn Russell with gemstone. That is a statement piece. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let me show you, I'll show you another. This one here is by Bars out of Thailand. These are all handcrafted. This is your orange sponge coral hand-designed ring by Bars out of Thailand. This is also a size 7, a 7.5 actually. This inside, let's see where, there's their signature there. Thailand. bars. And we'll go ahead and start the auction for that. And that is currently running. It's a beautiful craftsmanship there on how they design these rings. Thank you for looking at that one. All right, let me move this little turtle to stage. This here is a pin. It's vintage. This is enamel turtle brooch. Is sterling. Is 800 sterling. It says right there at the bottom. Let me turn it around. There it is. So there, that fella. We'll start that. That is currently running. For that, a few more seconds remaining on this one. All right. Let's move next. Here is another little trinket in shape of a pear. This is your enamel paint. These are handmade. The top comes off. It does have its partial India sticker there from that, but it's in great condition. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that, and that is currently running. Okay. Thanks for taking a look at that. Let me go ahead and run. This here is a vintage Japanese scallop edge trinket dish. You get the birds and the flowers on there. That there says spring from my Google search. Not that I know what it says. But these could be like lemon dishes, butter dishes, or your trinket dish that is currently running. For anybody's interested in this beautiful porcelain dish, hand-painted dish. All right, thank you for looking at that. I'll move that out of the way so I can see some of these. Let me do a choice. Let me put these here. Let me get a few of these rings out here and I'll show them to you. This one here is it's an opal, a faux opal in marquisette setting. This size here is a 6.5. It's a pretty little dainty ring. We'll put that one there. This here is like the stainless steel wire on that with that little thing on top. This here is a size 6.5 as well. But that is a nice, uniquely made ring. This here is this is a size 7, and it can be adjustable on that. But that is your vintage cluster. That's a faux I was going to say tortoise. It's not a tortoise. See, that's what happens when you get old. All right, let's do this one as well. This here. This is a brown bronze rose ring in a size 8. So these here are 6s, 6.5. That's an 8. So we'll go ahead and start with those 4. Let me move that to stage for those. I'm going to edit this. What am I missing? I have this on there. Oh, I missed this one. This is the other one that's already on the picture. This here, it's a glass ring, has stars on it. This here is a size 7.5, blue and white with stars. So we'll put that there. Okay. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that. That's a $5 start for choice on those, the 5 that are on the table. You got the 3 silver, the glass one, and then the bronze one. All right, thank you for looking at those. I'll take these off the board. Let's go ahead and let's see. We'll do that one again, but we'll change that. We'll run this. This here is a size 7, size 8. It's cute little gold tone. This adjustable. Oh yeah, it is adjustable. Can be made a larger or smaller. So that's a nice coral one. We have this here is a gold tone dome ring. This is a size 7 on this one. Can't remember if this had a mark on that. We'll do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we're going to duplicate this one. Let me edit this. This is choice. I'm going to change the picture on this so we know what it is. It's going to be the 2 rings. Those 2 rings are what we're running. Okay, that just fell over. Let's do that. Next. And those are going to start at 8. All right, this is going to be an $8 start. Your choice for either one of those rings. You got the coral one, and then you got the dome, the dome one. All right, thank you for looking at those. Let's see. I'll restart that one, but let me change it. Picture. I'm going to do these 3 here. And then I'll tell you about, let me take a quick picture of them. All right, so we've got these 3 silver tone, like cocktail rings. This here is a 6.5. You got your square with your round stones on that. We have that one. We have this one's got like a checkerboard pattern on that. The rhinestones are all there. This here too is, I don't see any maker's mark on that. And then we have this one. It's a nice little cocktail ring. And this here is a size 7 for this one. And we'll go ahead and start the auction for those. And those are currently running. A few more seconds. All right. Thank you for looking at those. Let's go ahead and do this. This here is a little turtle pin, 2 inches long. It is Avon. It has all the rhinestones, the blue and green rhinestones. Here you have the Avon maker's mark up here. let's go ahead and start that. And that is currently running for that turtle pin. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys this one. This here is a cocktail ring. This is gold, 10 karat gold, size 7. You got your square cut blue topaz cocktail ring, 10 karat gold. So here's a beautiful, beautiful ring. It's like Art Deco-y. And I'll run that just to see if anybody's interested in that. I have a couple of other ones there. They are gold as well. I don't know if anybody's looking for fine jewelry this evening or just costume. But that's a beautiful ring. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let me see what else we have here. Let me do these little guys. These here are hand carved. This wasn't the right one. This not a donkey. They're 2 elephants. I put the wrong one on stage, but we can run same thing. Let me edit the picture. These here are the elephants. Remove that one. Update. Okay, and we'll go ahead and start that for $4. These here are, your hand-carved elephant. The trunk up, and then you have the baby as well. This one still has its tag on it, made in Mexico, on there. Happy elephants, trunks up. All right, thanks for looking at that. Let's see. Let's do this thing. Here's a little Victorian pill box, 2 by 2 3/4. Has the original label in the compartment, still intact. That's the back. We'll go ahead and start that one for $4. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. Let me do this other for trinkets. These here are different coins that I have and pins that I'll move to stage. Let's see, where was that at? Here it is. Move this to stage, and it's going to be we have this is actually an airplane pin. That's the back of it. This here is from Minnesota. It's one of their guardsmen pin. This here is a daisy coin. An American tradition continues daisy 120 years. That was back in 2006. So it's even a lot older than that now. Here's a Sydney pin, a coin, or a pendant. It has a little thing here on the back there. We have this. It's National Defense. There. And this one here is Korean Service Medal. I never know what to do with these. I looked it up when I received the auction. We'll go ahead and start that. $5 your choice. for one of those. And I looked it up, and the family, unfortunately, didn't have any kids or living relatives. So I don't know what else to do with them. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Thank you for looking at those. That's here. All right. Let's see. Got about 10 minutes more to go. How much more I have to run? Let's see. Let's do this ring. This here is a Heidi Daus, size 7. You have your purple cabochon gemstone in the center. This is also brass. It has all the stones, your citrines, your I forget what the green ones are. You have your faux champagne color pearls. You got your light blue. You see the purple of that center stone. It's really pretty. And you see there's the Heidi Daus marking in the inside. So let's go ahead and run that. And that is currently running. Okay. All right. Thank you for looking at that one as well. I'll keep those there. This here is a wooden trinket box with your brass inlay, your flowers. It's they're hand carved. Okay, now I got stuck. Okay, so here's the inside, and this measures. This is 3 1/4 wide, but you're looking 2 1/2. So we'll go ahead and start that. That's currently running for this wooden trinket box with the brass inlay flowers on that. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. I think I ran everything. Let me do this frog trinket box. Let me add him in. I thought I had him in here. Let me just add him in real quick. You've got your trinket box. We're going to start him at $8. All right, I'll publish him. All right, let's see, where did he go? Let's move this to stage. Here is the little frog trinket box. It has a little like fly closure there. You got your flies around here. That's the bottom. The inside. All right, that's currently running. Maybe a few more seconds on that. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. What else do I have here that you guys may want to see? Are there any items in my Buy It Now listings that you would like to look at up close? Or make any offers on? Feel free to do so. Let's see. Oh, let me run this. Okay. This is not really a trinket, I guess, but This is an Avon Collector cologne bottle. And I will add that in. Let's take a picture of it. Avon Collectors. We'll start that at $5. That will be, let me see what my shipping is. Okay. Let's do that. I'll publish that. Okay. Let's do, nope, it's not the one. Move that to stage. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run this. It's an Avon's Collector's cologne bottle from, you look at it, and it's the Touring Tea. The label's still there. Deep Woods Aftershave. And here it says May 1978. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that, and that is currently running. This is an Avon Collector's car. Empty, of course. Thanks for looking at that. We only have a few more minutes, so I'm just going to show you these other rings that I have. These are gold rings. I don't have them listed yet, but I just want to show them to you while we wait for Hint of Violet's going to be on next. So this here is, this was 10 karat gold. And then it has, this here is a size 6.5. And you got that beautiful aqua marine stone there. This here was $325 for that one. This here is the other, I don't know if I showed y'all this purple one yet, but these were my mother's rings from her estate. And her fingers were small. None of my granddaughters, my daughter, we kept the ones that and I gave them to the family. But she had some good taste in jewelry, let me tell you. This is another gold one. This one came out to be 14 karat. But the amethyst was her birthstone. That's why I have so many of them. Her birthday was in February. And then, of course, she liked the blue colors, too. So I'm going to be adding these in the next week. I haven't wanted to get rid of them, to be honest with you. But if nobody can wear them, she would be telling me to sell them so somebody else can enjoy them, what she would tell me. But I just hate giving them up. Let's see. Let's see if we have, I'm not sure if Hints of Violet is already on or coming on. We have a couple of minutes. Let me add. I'm going to add this to the stream. This here is, it's actually a votive candle holder. But it was painted by yours truly. So I do a lot of crafts and stuff too. So I repurposed it, redesigned it. Look, she's got lips. I even put eyelashes on her. Look at that. She's got eyelashes. She has a crown. And this is Queen Frog. It could be a votive candle or a succulent if you want to put in there. We will add that to the stage and run her. that is currently running. And she will be the last thing for the evening. But thank you so much for joining in tonight. I hope you continue along with the Ring and Trinkets Ray train. Perfect. Well, we bid you a good evening, and we're going to go ahead and raid our next seller. Thank you so much. Didn't sell a fucking thing.